Greetings, I am Maya Frazier, a fourth year business administration student from Sarasota, Florida, by way of New Jersey, and this is my journal on ethics and global business with insights from the ECI's 2023 survey. To begin, what is ethics? As defined by the Institute of Business ethics is the application of ethical values to business behavior. Business ethics is relevant to both the conduct of individuals and to the conduct of the organization as a whole. It applies to any and all aspects of business conduct, from boardroom strategies and how companies treat their employees and suppliers to sales techniques and accounting practices. My article was titled ECI's 2023 Global Business Ethics Survey Reveals Harsh Realities About E&C Programs. ECI stands for Ethics, Compliance, and Initiatives. These programs were placed globally for companies to not only have a strong foundation ethically, but a foundation where their employees felt comfortable enough to report a problem when a problem occurred. This article revealed that majority of employees don't feel comfortable or don't feel safe to report an issue because of the consequences that may be feared afterwards. In the article, it stated businesses all around the world face higher risk today for misconduct and for potential loss of public trust than ever before in the history of the study, said by ECI President Pat Harn on the ECI hosted webinar analyzing the findings of this report. Findings. The five key findings from this article were pressure to compromise workplace standards or the law remains exceedingly high, reporting of misconduct reached a record high, and observed misconduct in the workplace is at an all-time high. Retaliation against employees who reported misconduct remains steady, and few employees work in a strong ethical culture. I know personally, if I were to work for a business, I wouldn't want to work for one that lacks a strong ethical culture. I would want to feel safe and comfortable in the business that I'm working for to report an issue when an issue needs to be reported and that action will be relayed afterwards. Many times, and as stated in this article, employees are overlooked. Their issues are stated, but nothing is ever happening after the fact. And even if they are stated, their fear of getting retaliated against, whether it be being fired, losing hours within their job, or several different ways. These key findings highlight a main issue within our businesses globally that lacks ethical structure. Individuals don't feel as if the organizations have their back. The ethic and compliance programs are in need of attention. This article addresses the lack of attention in these programs. They were created to help and maintain a strong ethical workplace and a strong culture in the workplace. But these programs are not succeeding. They need more attention and need to be addressed more. Companies are failing their employees by not meeting their standards. They're setting things up for employees to believe that they have their back, but it's not that whatsoever. Companies are failing to follow up with issues and failing to let their employees be heard. And it's very important to maintain a strong ethical foundation in any business, anywhere. Ethics is very important, not only for the reputation of the company, but for your employees who are working there. And having a strong ethical culture will only ensure a long-term relationship with your employees and anyone who is looking on the outside, knowing that the company supports their employees through and through. The fear of retaliation discourages reporting, and this needs to be changed. Employees shouldn't be fearful to report an issue. An issue needs to be corrected within a business because if not, it can either spread or lead to something worse. Saying something when you see something is very important. When we're talking about ethics in global business, leadership sets the ethical tone. Strong ethical leadership is critical. When executives and managers actively demonstrate integrity, employees are more likely to follow ethical standards and report issues without fear. Ethics training strengthens compliance. Organizations that provide regular ethics and compliance training help employees understand their rights, responsibilities, and reporting options. Well-informed employees are more likely to uphold ethical standards. Accountability drives ethical culture. Companies that enforce strict anti-retaliation policies and take consistent action against unethical behavior foster a culture of trust, responsibility, and long-term success. Holding violators accountable strengthens the workplace integrity. And my final takeaways are why ethics matters. It not only boosts corporate reputation and enhances employee morale, but it reduces the risk. It also increases the long-term stability of a business, and a strong ethical framework leads to trust, stability, and resilience. These takeaways all connect to a successful business, and without a successful business, that has a strong culture, it wouldn't be a successful business. A business needs the ethics to be the background to set the tone for their business. And one that lacks it lacks in morale, lacks in trust, lacks in reducing the risk or having a chance at long-term stability. Thank you.